You're listening to Daily Horoscope for your zodiac sign with Stephanie Campos. I'm your host, Stephanie Campos, and I am a practicing astrologer, psychic medium, and witch. In each daily episode, I covered a detailed overview of the astrology of the day and what you can expect from full moons to Mercury retrogrades. I've got you covered. And of course, there is always a personalized horoscope for your zodiac sign. If you scroll down in the show notes, there are always timestamps included for your convenience. And a quick pro tip before we dive in, I do recommend listening to your horoscope based on your rising sign for more accuracy. And if you are loving this podcast, don't be shy, leave a rating. Hell, even a review. I'm a one human show and produce each and every episode every day just for you. And your support means so much. Now let's get into the astrology of the day. This is your daily horoscope for Thursday, December 11th, 2025. The action starts out around 2 a.m. when Mercury in Scorpio forms a trine with Neptune in Pisces. This is taking place at 29 degrees. And Mercury is a planet of communication, information. Neptune is the planet of spirituality and healing and compassion. This energy is so incredibly freaking magical for working with your intuition, for doing spell work, for having healing and meaningful conversations, for extending forgiveness to yourself in some way, and for also coming up with creative ideas as well. If you're dreaming around this time, I mean chef kisses. I bet it's like delicious. You could receive a sweet message from beyond. Now around 1 p.m., we have our last quarter moon in Virgo. This is taking place at 20 degrees. If you have any planets or placements around 20 degrees of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, hey, you're up. I'm looking at you. This is going to bring us back to the full moon in Gemini that took place on December 4th. Whatever themes and topics were coming up for you around that time, this is a moment to surrender, to pivot, to let go, to trust in the universe's plan, to not force things, but to kind of shed what isn't working so you can reassess and get back on track under the next new moon and lunation that happens later in the month. Now around 2:30 p.m., Mercury re-enters Sagittarius. So we're in the post-retrograde period. So if you still feel like communication is a little wonky, it's not just you, it's in the stars. Mercury retrograde ended, but Mercury is retracing the steps it took during the retrograde period. So there could still be some conversations or issues that are clearing up, and this is going to be a period of time when Mercury is in Sagittarius. We really zoom out and consider the big picture. We are curious about, learning new things, trying new things. We can also be a little more dogmatic with our beliefs. Try really hard not to shove your opinions down other people's throats. That's not the best way to learn. Nobody likes that. I hate that. But this is a great time to open your mind to other ideas, to learn new things, to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, to learn new things by lived experience, through travel, through trying new foods, going on a new hike, taking a different route to work, just changing up your everyday life and adding a little novelty can really spice things up when Mercury is in Sagittarius. Now later on, around 8 p.m., the moon in Virgo forms a sextile with Jupiter in Cancer. This is supportive. This is gentle. This is lovely. This is wonderful for feeling supported and for making progress, for connection, for feeling cozy and grateful, for making progress on a goal as well. You're going to want to soak up that energy while you can, because around 11 p.m., the moon in Virgo forms an opposition with Saturn in Pisces. Typically for me, when we have the moon opposite Saturn and it's later at night, it just means I'm struggling to sleep or my baby is throwing a fit. So it could just be something like that for you, where you're really tired, you're not able to get rest, or there's some responsibility that pops up, or your mind is overactive. This energy isn't super great for catching up on rest or feeling cozy. It can kind of put your brain onto all the things on your to-do list that you've ignored. But don't worry, this energy is temporary, and after 11 p.m., we are moving on to some different energy. Aries, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, you may be in the mood to travel or change your environment. You're feeling more curious, eager to take risks, and also to absorb and learn from other people who are different than you. This is a wonderful time to sign up for a course and learn something new, or even teach something in your field of expertise. This is also a great time to brainstorm and make more progress on some of your ideas that you find inspiring about the future, whether that's a personal or professional project. And it's also possible that some form of exciting news arrives within the coming weeks. Taurus, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, you are focused on your resources. This is an important time to have conversations with partners, whether that's romantic or business collaborators, about the expectations in your shared finances. You may also be rethinking your investments or the way that you currently handle your budget. News about any debt that you may have or potential contracts may arrive. Gemini, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, you have your close relationships on your mind. You may be discussing more important topics with a romantic partner, business collaborator, best friend, or even family member. Any important ongoing discussions or conversations that you've been part of can also make some progress. If you take on contract work or any collaborative work with others, this can also be a busier time for you. It's also possible that more of your mental energy is being funneled and poured into an important person in your life. Cancer, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, you are ready to get back on track with your to-do list and your habits. You may feel like reworking your daily routine and getting rid of habits and behaviors that are leaving you feeling less than successful. This can also bring up an important moment for having conversations around your boundaries regarding your daily routine, which can lead you to have a better work-life balance. And it's also possible you learn some more news regarding any projects, whether that's personal or professional, that have required a lot of your effort, responsibility, and dedication. Leo, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, lucky news may find you. It's possible that opportunities or information are on their way. This is a wonderful time to pour your effort and energy into creative hobbies and passion projects. You may have a better chance of going viral. Romantically, you are seeking passion and pleasure in your relationships, and this can be a busy time for dating or reigniting the spark in a connection. Virgo, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, you are focused on your home, family, and you may be in a more nostalgic mood as well. You might be putting more of your mental energy into reorganizing your space to feel a deeper sense of comfort and security. If there have been any important ongoing conversations with family members or people in your personal life, those can progress and you may learn some new information. And this is also a powerful time to reflect on which stories and pieces of your past empower you and which ones are you ready to move on from and release. Libra, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, you are in a chattier mood, and it also might seem like others can't get enough of you. This is a really productive time for any collaborative projects. Your social life may also get a boost. Maybe you're spending more time with siblings, extended family members, running from social event to social event, or even time with BFFs. Your mind is also very curious and you're eager to exchange information and learn from others. You may be learning or honing a new skill as well. Scorpio, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, the way you think about your resources, livelihood, and income may be shifting. It's possible you learn some news about your job, maybe a potential raise or promotion, or maybe some other sort of opportunity. You may also be focused on dreaming up a new stream of revenue. This can be a busier time for signing contracts and negotiations. And it might also have you swiping your credit card a little more. So try to spend within your means. Sagittarius, once Mercury enters your sign, you are the main character. This is your green light to refocus on yourself, personal projects and ambitions, and advocate on behalf of your needs and desires. It's possible that important conversations take place or information finds you that feels personal in some way. Or maybe you're the one ready to share more pieces of your story and information with a close confidant or the world at large. Your thoughts and ideas are also well received, so don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Capricorn, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, you become more aware of your own self-defeating habits and behaviors. It's easy to get caught up in a loop of negative thinking and slip back into some old patterns. But the beauty of this is that you're able to recognize these patterns' reemergence and break free from them. This can also spell out a busier time for your schedule that can leave you feeling a little bit more exhausted and depleted. So honoring your boundaries and being clear about protecting your time and energy may be necessary. Aquarius, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, good news is on its way to you. You might receive some invitations to collaborate on a project, or maybe some form of support arrives regarding a hope or dream for the future. This can also be a busier time for your social life. Maybe you're spending more time doing hobbies or connecting with people who have shared values or similar interests. And this is also an important time for you to reflect on how you wish to make a difference in the world and be the change you wish to see. Pisces, once Mercury enters Sagittarius, your focus is on your career, public reputation, and any major storylines that have been unfolding in your life over the past few months. Any conversations and discussions that have been ongoing experience a wave of progress and inspiration. You may learn some exciting news regarding your career or public reputation. Maybe you're up for a promotion or a raise. And you're also more visible. So maybe you have a speaking engagement or you're sharing some of your expertise in your field with a larger audience. The next few weeks give you the potential to go viral. As always, I hope your daily horoscope has offered some guidance and support throughout your day. And if you can't get enough of this podcast and want more horoscopes, I invite you to join me over on Patreon, where every Sunday you gain instant access to 7 episodes of your daily horoscope for the week ahead, a weekly psychic reading, a monthly tarot spread, and a monthly meetup, which ranges from group tarot readings to group mediumship readings and circles to ask me anything about your personal birth chart. These group monthly meetups have been a real highlight over the past few months, and I am enjoying them so much. There is a link in the show notes to join. It is only $10 a month. And I hope to see you there. As always, I'm sending you love, protection, and blessings in every single dimension. Thanks so much, and see you tomorrow.